Irish guy back again with the Seiki or Seiki. I don't know how to pronounce it. But basically what I've done already is set the, I attached the base. You can check out my previous video where I did that. Now what I'm going to do is actually prepare the TV for use. So this is after I put the base on. I'm going to take off, there's this protective plastic piece. We're just going to go through all steps of the process. But this TV that I'm doing this to, you can find the link within this video description where you can order it online as well as find more information. Great TV, great value. Really excellent value, actually. So that's got that off. That makes this a very, very awesome looking stand that it's on. Very expensive looking. And then you've got your trim. See, I always recommend not taking this off until you've gotten your TV set up to where it's going to be. This obviously would be wall mountable, but I opted to not wall mount. Just wanted to use a stand for this one. Check out my other TV that I've wall mounted. It was a Chang Hong. What's incredible about this right here, and this is just an estimate, but the estimated, I'm just going to read this in front of everyone here. The estimated energy cost is $24.50 based on 11 cents per kilowatt hour and 5 hours used per day. Now I don't watch anywhere close to 5 hours of TV a day. Worst case scenario, I may watch 2 hours and that's a movie. But that is impressive. So that's another reason these, if you've dealt with plasma TVs in the past, they use a lot more energy and they also put off a lot more heat. And when you're in a small room like I'm in here, sometimes that heat can really become a nuisance. So that's another advantage to these LED TVs is the minimal amount of heat that they put off. What I'm doing now, and you can't see this, I'm taking the power cord out, or taking the plastic wrap off of the power cord rather, the protective packaging. And what this will do, one thing that's interesting about this cord is that it is attached to the TV. So, you know, if you needed to run it a long way, you would probably have to use an extension cord. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be detachable. Not that that's a problem, but I just wanted to point that out. Twisting the zip tie off right now is wrapped around the power cord. Now I've got the power cord. They even took the time to put a protective cover on the power cord for shipping. I mean, I couldn't be happier with the quality. I mean, this arrived 100% perfect condition. So I've got my power cable back here. I'm going to plug that into my power strip. Now, if you're an AT&T UVerse user like I am, I'm also going to show you how to pair your AT&T UVerse remote with this Seiki TV, or Seiki, however you pronounce it. But first things first, we gotta get the power on. Now I'm using a, well, that cable's not in use. Everybody's cabling is going to be different. I'm using an Xbox One and I've also got AT&T UVerse. So I've got to find my cable that goes from my Xbox One to the TV, which is right here. It's my HDMI cable that's not in use. Obviously, your simplest scenario is that you would have one HDMI cable. Maybe it's to your AT&T UVerse or whatever provider you use, and that would probably be it. But I've got a more complex setup. But let me plug this in. By the way, on this side, it's got a USB port, one HDMI port, and some components, you know, those funny colors like green and blue and red. It's got those on this side. Okay, so that's in there. Let's see what we got on the other side of it. Well, it's got a power button, a source menu, volume up and down. Wonder how many HDMI ports it has, or if they're underneath. Oh yeah. So there's one on the direct side of it, but then there's some that are facing up. So facing up, you've got 3 HDMIs and a VGA, coaxial, and then some other inputs and outputs. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to put this in one of the upward facing ones. And the only reason I'm doing that is just, you know, if you needed to quickly disconnect or connect a laptop, and that's something that's really cool with this TV. It makes an awesome computer monitor. So I'd want to use the side one because it's most quickly accessible for that. Okay, so I've got the HDMI in there. So that's it. That's the basic setup. So once you get your stand on it, you know, you're going to plug in the power and you're going to plug in your HDMI device or whatever type thing that you're going to use. And like I said, I used the up-facing one because I wanted to have the side one open in case I wanted to connect my laptop. Check out this video's description. You can find a link to order this TV online, as well as more videos and photos that I posted. And you can check out my unboxing, my stand attachment, which were my previous 2 videos before posting this. And then also after this, I'm going to post one how to pair your AT&T UVerse remote with this Seiki TV. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, youtube.com/IrixGuy, and enjoy all of my videos. Y'all have a good day.